right, I wanted to share a little bit of the history and the background of the Chico State Sheep Unit with each of you, because that's where we're going to spend a lot of our time and what we're going to kind of use as a model for a lot of the work that we're going to be doing during the semester. And the Sheep Unit has, we have a mission statement, we have a website, and our mission is about developing and maintaining multiple flocks that model modern livestock production and provide a hands-on learning environment for our students. As a result, our students are exposed to all aspects of sheep management, economics, and marketing while developing interpersonal and leadership skills. And so our mission is not just about raising and selling sheep. Our mission is about trying to model the industry and make sure we have a hands-on learning environment for you guys. We do have two primary production goals. The first is project animals for FFA and 4-H exhibitors, and the second is a seasonal lamb product that we market through the Meats Lab. And so if we take a look at the sheep unit at the University Farm, we are at the, there's 800 acres at the University Farm. The front 250 are dedicated mostly to livestock production. There is a walnut orchard and some stuff like that. But if you're at the central buildings of the farm, we are the, let me think about this, southmost unit next to the Meats Lab, and we have a picture of our irrigated pasture. Now, the sheep unit is in control of 36 acres of the 45 acres that you see in front of you. And so we have access to irrigated pasture as well as some of the grazing facility, some of the crop residue grazing around the farm. The farm was started in 1960, and actually this year was to be our celebration of 60 years of the farm. But with the Rona, we're actually going to hopefully do a farm celebration next spring. But throughout these 60 years, the sheep unit has housed polypay sheep, Targhee, Dorper, Suffolk, Texel, Hampshire, Boer goats, and Southdown sheep. Currently, we run about 70 to 80 crossbred weather dams, which are generally a Suffolk-Hampshire cross, and about 30 registered Southdown ewes. And so we are trying to maintain the crossbred weather dam flock as more commercially flock for project lambs. And the Southdown flock is registered. We do genetic testing with them. They are enrolled in the National Sheep Improvement Program. And so we try to utilize some industry tools with that flock as well. But we're more than just livestock. It's about the ability to interact and engage with our community and engage with our students. And when we think about the sheep unit from an educational standpoint, we are heavily involved in Animal Science 101, sometimes Animal Science 230. It's now ANSC 330L, which does a research class, but vet practices, intermediate livestock systems, the animal handling class 120, 360, 340 forages, ANSI 110, all are involved and do different activities at the sheep unit. We also have our FFA field day, we have tours, and we have our annual educational day in the spring. If you're interested in helping with that, we may be actually doing a virtual educational day this spring and are exploring ideas and options of what we can do. Our general production cycle. We lamb 2 times per year. The plan is to have October-November babies for May and June fairs, and winter babies, January-February babies for the late summer fairs, like late July, August, and September fairs. This last year we had an issue that we wound up with April and May lambs, and so we're off cycle. So we're working to get back onto this production cycle for the unit. We generally average about 130% lamb crop, but we want to increase this number. We want to have more babies born per ewe. Generally, the fall lambing, because it's off cycle and not their natural lambing system, is lower than the spring. And so we want to do everything in our power to keep bringing up our lambing percentage. Ideally, we want to be at 200%. It's not probable or practical, but that's our goal, and we're going to try to keep inching towards that goal. From a marketing standpoint, we do a lot on social media. We're now actually over 2,000 likes from when I originally made this presentation. We're 3/4 are females, and generally it's the younger crowd, the 18 to 24 crowd that's prevalent on our social media. We have a breeders directory in the South Down Association. We have we're listed there, and we have a website which is available online. I made it through Google Sites, and there's some updating to do, but you can see our current sires, our ewes, lambs, and we talk a little bit about our students and what they do at the unit, as well as some educational material. So that's one aspect. And so we don't pay for advertising, we don't do a lot of that, but we do try to get it out through social media, and we've developed a very good following. We also now have an Instagram, which I'm terrible at, so I'm trying to get some of the students to help me work on Instagram a little bit more. We do some sales. We generally have an annual sale in February. We've done a pin sale. Online sales is increasing, and that's a venue that we've been going down for several years now. But we're trying to find creative ways to get lambs in the hands of youth livestock exhibitors. Any lambs that aren't selected for project animals, we generally sell as a feeder lamb, or we'll finish some out for market lambs and send those directly to the meat slab. One of the luxuries we have is that if we do send lambs to the meat slab, we can walk across the 100 feet between the sheep unit and the meat slab and go look at our carcasses and see what the lambs look like. And I try to go in almost every time we send lambs and take a look and see what they look like and how the carcasses look. We've used a variety of genetics over the years. We've really been focusing, since I've got here 15 years ago now, on some of the Project Lamb and Club Weather Sire genetics that we can bring in. And we've really been working to try to increase the quality of our lambs and increase their competitiveness at the county fair and the availability of getting them to youth exhibitors and shown. So that's it for the sheep unit. We're going to pick up with another video in just a moment about the actual industry itself.